Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I just wanted to hop on here quickly and explain something. I've been getting a lot of questions and concerns about why do I tend to gain weight after I diet, or why am I gaining weight when I'm eating so little? So if you are someone that has struggled with that in the past or is currently struggling with that, first of all, know that it's actually a lot more common than you think. And I've been through it myself, from restrictive dieting and obsessiveness about food and calories. And I've worked with multiple clients in the past who have struggled with the exact same thing, where they've been through a lot of diets and then ended up gaining it back and then going back on the diet and gaining it back. So it's just a yo-yo cycle of gaining and losing. So I want to explain a concept to you guys as to why we tend to gain weight right after being on a diet. So we'll explain this using two pens. The blue pen will be the metabolism and the pink pen will be the food and energy intake. So if you are eating at a calorie intake of about 2,500 calories, let's say that your level is up about right here, right? That's before you start a diet. Your metabolism naturally will want to match that to be burning the amount you're taking in. So if your metabolism is running at the same rate at which you're taking in, then you're kind of maintaining an even keel, and you're not losing or gaining or anything like that, and it just wants to burn at the rate that you're taking in. But then, let's say all of a sudden you decide that, hey, I want to lose some weight and I want to go on a diet. So you drop your calories drastically, right? Let's say you were at 2,500 calories and you go down to 1,000 to 1,200, whatever. Then your metabolism, and then that's why we see a lot of weight loss, or the most weight loss, happen at the beginning of the diet, is because your calories are dropped so low and your metabolism is still running at a high rate as to where your intake was before, right? So you're burning more than you're taking in. And if you remember what I said at the beginning, your metabolism likes to run at what the rate you're taking in at. So if you're taking in this much calories, then your metabolism is slowly going to start to lower down to match that. So then all of a sudden, let's say that you start seeing the results you want to see and you maybe fall off the wagon and go back to how you were eating before, which is actually a good thing, but you spike your calories back up to this level. Then what? Then we have metabolism running down here, very low rate, and then we have calories spiked back up here. Your metabolism isn't going to trust you right away that you're going to keep the energy intake up to this level. So then it's going to want to actually stay down here for a little while, and then that's when you kind of start to see the weight gain happen again. It's because after the diet, your metabolism is running down here and your energy intake, your calories are spiked. So yeah, the calories are spiked back up here, and then your metabolism is running at a low rate from the diet, so you're actually burning less calories than you're taking in, right? And then that's when weight gain happens again. So usually if your calories are jumping up and down drastically a lot, from 2,000 to 1,000 calories or whatever, that's a huge hit for your metabolism, and it's really hard for it to trust you. So basically, if you're not giving your body enough calories, and if you're not feeding yourself properly and giving yourself enough energy, then your metabolism will start to stay at a lower pace or a lower rate, because it needs to preserve the energy that you're giving it and what it can keep. Because in the end, our bodies are just out to protect us, right? If you're not giving it enough to fuel itself and maintain proper bodily functions within you, then it can't trust you. And calories and energy intake isn't only for fueling your body to move properly in the gym or to have enough energy to go for that run or do your normal daily functions. It's actually for internal bodily functions too, from things like your cells being able to communicate to each other, for nutrients actually making it up to your brain, for proper hormone production and regulation, especially for women. And now I'm still trying to figure out if this is maybe one of the reasons why, but now I found out that I have a pituitary tumor, so a tumor on my pituitary gland, and it's causing too much of a release of a certain type of hormone. To share a story of mine from the past, since I went through a lot of restrictive dieting and restricting myself from nutrients, I actually lost my own menstrual cycle, and my hormones actually fluctuated a lot. So that's just my kind of personal story with that. There's many things that have gone wrong hormone-wise and internally, but I just wanted to share that story so I can help at least one of you and spread awareness about this. So if you have struggled from dieting and that yo-yo effect of dieting where you're constantly gaining and losing and you can't find like a good middle ground, and you feel like your metabolism has really suffered, then the only way to really avoid that from happening is to find something that works for you and to develop lifestyle habits so that you don't have to feel like you are constantly on a diet or constantly having to restrict yourself, because that's no way to live. I, for one, am done being in a constant battle with myself of yo-yoing back and forth and always restricting myself and telling myself I can't have certain things. Because it's all about a lifestyle. It's all about creating habits that can stick and finding something that you can sustain and maintain for the rest of your life and do it in a happy way and not be constantly worried. And my mission here is to help as many people as I can who have struggled with the same things and beat that yo-yoing cycle of gaining and losing and gaining and losing and just absolutely feeling like a failure and hating everything about it. Because like I talked about yesterday about failures, this is just another thing that you can learn from and improve on as we move forward into your happiest, healthiest life. So if this was at all helpful, I would love if you could share it or comment on it or even message me if you want. I would love to help in any way that I can. And thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me.